Greetings, greetings. Mic check 1 2. How we sounding? Uh oh. There's Dragonfly and Gemini. Hope we didn't wake you up. It is Monday morning. So, should we keep the music down? Should we whisper? Yeah, we're doing these random lives. And again, don't let me hold you hostage here. If you have work, if you have things to do, take care of business first. And I'm sure you've been up. Uh-oh. And grand rising to you. Happy rising. Hope everyone has a good week. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was going to do this way earlier. Yesterday. I tried at the shop too, but oh, all aboard. Got the train going by. It's the third time. It's been a pretty active night. Had like what sounded like 1,000 race cars go by earlier too. I don't know if there's some sort of event. I seen the guys on the motorcycles pass by the shop earlier today. That was didn't sound like motorcycles going by earlier. But cool that the train goes by every time we go live, no matter what time. Haven't been to oh my goodness. Night owls. Yeah, I put on the title, don't watch. Yeah, because I keep in mind people's time and I know everyone's busy and doing their thing. So I don't want to knock anyone off their routine or rhythm. And we know that sleep is part of that. But something told me to go live anyway. Why not? There's a few things that happened out here recently that got my attention. So I was like, maybe we should share some of this. It was a pretty warm day today, too. Even after that rain, it does get a little chilly at night, but I think this week we might even hit the 80s. I've seen. All right, that changed up. But yeah, next Monday looks like almost 80 degrees, but we're going to be hitting some 70s, 74 on Friday. It's crazy. So it looks like that's it for the rain for now. It's just that day or two. Got a couple little bits of showers, and yeah, with that came mudslides and flooding of areas, which sucks for those people that got hit with all that stuff. We've been checking out parts of SoCal through these webcams. And here's a view of Catalina, La Isla de Catalina, Catalina Island. Sleep is overrated, says Magneticus. He says he'll sleep when he's dead. Yeah, I've been yesterday I went down for the count early. Wanted to do this yesterday, Saturday, but I don't know. Again, the sleeping patterns have been all over the place. But for the most part, I am an owl as well. Love staying up late, something about working late. But then I've heard, yeah, there's people are like, yeah, no, you should work in the morning or during the day. And even with music, I notice a lot of musicians seem to work at night. But there's a few that I notice are like, no, daytime, morning. Everything is covered in ice there. Oh, she's off her meds. Oh, you got the pellet burner going. Nice. That's magneticus. Did you build that one yourself? Probably did. We'll see the rest of parts. The rest of the parts of SoCal. We'll see. I think we'll check out LAX next. See something swinging around there. What was that? A buoy or something? Woke up around 10 p.m. Oh, do you usually do that? Do you get a? Do you go to? Would you consider that a nap? Uh oh. What on YouTube or I didn't get that notification. Magnetic has said he was streaming. Oh, thank you, Gemini. Sometimes it's a little groggy because it probably because of smoking, but yeah, and then probably the pollution out here too. There's Russell. Cold is okay. It's the wet wind that is brutal. The low temperate rainforest. See, there goes almost sounds like an airplane. Probably some motorcycles. Yeah, I'm thinking there was some sort of car event and like fast racing cars. I know back in the day there used to be a lot of street racing and stuff like that. And then towards the valley they do a lot of that. But it seemed like some sort of car event because I've never heard that many cars go by. We got several explosions go off earlier today. They were loud. And if it's like someone with fireworks, which is very possible, a lot of fireworks happen daily around here. And those were really loud. It sounded like straight up explosions. And then some sirens popped up right across the hill here where we've been getting the fires lately. So I don't know if that had something to do with that. And at the same time, you had all these cars racing by the main street here. And then a bunch of stuff popping off on the news. And I'm checking out one of these stringer guys. And the stringers are the people that go to calls and scenes and stuff. And a lot of times they're the first ones to pull up. So a lot of it could be very raw footage. There's Santa Monica. It's pretty empty there. Let's check out LAX. Russell says, "What did the mouse do to you?" There's Lee. Happy rising, Lee. What time is it over there, Lee? Is it afternoon already? Nighttime? Not sure what the time difference is from here and across the pond, but good to see you. Cheers. Yeah, one of these days, Lee will be flying into this airport to come visit, and maybe the rest of you will too. And everyone like, no thanks, LA. It's a interesting airport. Haven't heard of any like really weird stuff other than the UFOs outside of it, but there has been some unalivings in there, pew pewings. I remember not too far back, like a few years ago, few incidences like that. And speaking of the airport and everything like that, yeah, let's we've been watching these airplane and helicopter incidences. A lot of the a lot of planes going down, and I'm starting to see more people uh mention it, which is good because I have for sure, and I've been noticing that, and we've been talking about it, and I believe it's yesterday. Boom, we had this happen. I'm not sure if y'all heard of this latest one here. Two didn't make it in Newton County plane crash, and I believe that's yeah, Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, you see, there's Lee. Boom. Yeah, most people say that, and I get it. And there it is. Two people. And I won't bore you with the reading. I'll just show you this. Yeah, what's happening out there in these skies? And again, whoa, look how I pop in and out there. We've been watching the skies closely since we've been out here in LA. A lot of weird stuff has been popping up around the shop the past few years since I've been out here. And yeah, we enjoy recording some of this stuff. And there has been some plane incidences here. Actually, we did a stream the other night. And I believe I've announced that one several times. But yeah, we went in on the plane issues. I believe it was the night of the Alaskan plane crash. And again, I'd still fly, but it does have me thinking of what is going on with all this stuff. Could it be some changes in like the earth or something, or is there something out there causing things to malfunction, or is it just a streak of bad luck? Seems like something's up. But yeah, remember this situation here with those spy balloons, and they were calling them Chinese spy balloons, but I guess this came out last week. I just found out, I think it was yesterday, I seen an article So I'm a little late on this. I didn't hear anyone else really. I think a few people might have covered it, but I didn't really go in on it too much. But I did look it up after and heard someone briefly mention a few things about it too. And yeah, they said it was equipped with tech from at least five US firms. Anyone check any of this stuff out? There's one of those balloons with a US fighter going by it. But they're still calling them Chinese spy balloons. Mm. And yeah, it does make me think of the objects we see outside the shop as well. And tonight there was an interesting show with Midwest Night Watchers, a good show. They had Cryptid of the Corn on, or is it Cryptids of the Corn? And it was a good show. They got into different sky creatures, and how a lot of them are very much like sea creatures that we recognize and know. And yeah, it was a good one. It was talking about different types of these sky creatures. Some of them are like manta ray like. The cuttlefish got mentioned, and I know some people. I've heard people mention cuttlefish depicting some of these objects, and we've questioned if some of these objects are creatures themselves before. And there's Ivy. Hola, buenos días, or buenas noches. And yeah, so they were he was touching on that, and there's all different types of they touched on the jellyfish. And for a minute there, even before the whole jellyfish with Corbell and all that jumped off, we were recording some of the we'll call them anomaloons. We've heard people call some of these objects that look like balloons that are probably not conventional balloons, or are they these spy balloons? Who knows? But some of them tend to do weird stuff, and yeah, so the anomaloons, some of them have what looks like a tether. It makes it look like a balloon, but up close in some of these videos, they looked almost like jellyfish. It reminded me of jellyfish. So you'll see some vids on the channel here that are titled jellyfish, UFOs, or things of that nature. And yeah, he kind of went into some interesting stuff that I hadn't heard. And there was one point they got into Bigfoot as well, some good Bigfoot topics they were touching on. And at one point, the Sierra Sounds came up, and he was mentioning Ron Moorhead, of course, who is known for the Sierra Sounds. And he also mentioned the cryptolinguist, uh, who was it? Scott Nelson, I believe, who uh, basically was saying that the Sierra Sounds is some sort of language and that there's something there. But there's people as of late also who have been questioning the Sierra sounds and all that. Excuse me, as I clear my throat. Um, yeah, but we always forget that Al Berry, I believe, who was also a journalist, and there was another guy with Al Berry and Ron Moorhead, I believe, that had recorded the Sierra sounds there. So, and then Al Berry passed away. So I believe it was, I don't know how it goes down, but I believe it was his recordings. And a lot of times, uh, we don't, it's not mentioned, or a lot of people don't know. But yeah, I mentioned that in the comments, and I don't know. I think Girl's like, "Oh, we're just theorizing here." I think that comment might have been towards me, so hopefully no one got offended by me saying that. I said, "I believe." I try to word it as nicely as possible, and I know a lot of times through text, uh, comments could come off a certain way. But yeah, it's interesting also that yeah, no one's ever. I mean, I don't think anyone's captured other audio quite like the Sierra sounds. So that's a trip too. But there's a lot of good audio out there. Uh oh. They talking about Karen out there? The chat. But yeah, good show. Check it out for sure. And if you're into these sky anomalies, sky creatures, UFOs, UAPs, whatever you want to call them, extraterrestrial, terrestrial, aquatic, amphibious, aerial. What else are they? Interdimensional, plasma. What else? Energy. Yeah, no, it's weird stuff for sure. And today we do have we need our news audio for our news segment here. We're gonna do a sky report. Sky's the limit, sky watch, sky report. And it was pretty bad today.
It was a nice clear day. Look at that. Heavy, heavy. Oh, we got an asterisk. Oof.
Mm-hmm. That was clip number one, but there's more.
Another
That's
asterisk.
straight again. What's interesting about that one is that
X. Hashtag Skyfarts.
Latchkey Hustle also captured
Look at
what's
that.
going on his post.
Oof.
And we'll check that out. Let's see. If y'all don't know Latchkey Hustle, did I pull his channel up? I don't think I did. Let's see. Yeah, you just look up Latchkey Hustle, and he's not too far, obviously, from where I am because he was able to capture that same sky fart there with the Astrid and the one going by. And that was a trip. And you'll even see him comment on his video about the sky behind him. So he does acknowledge it. And he also says, like, yeah, what are you gonna do? You know? And I asked myself that too, like, what can I do or what are we gonna do? I know it's a tough one. People have been fighting that stuff for years. I've been hearing about it, for a long time. And there's groups out there. I remember seeing groups out there fighting, but then yeah, I haven't gone in that deep. But I think there's a friend of ours, John Graff on YouTube, JONGRAFF, I believe, or at the Spit Mitt, and he covers the skies a whole lot out here in Southern California, watching these things and great commentary. A lot of his videos are short, some are a little longer, and that's what he does. And I think just being aware of it. We're not going to go all radical yet. You never know. Maybe that's what it'll take for everyone to just be like, "Hey, what the stop it." And yeah, because I think that stuff is really, I mean, it's covering quite a range of things, from everything, the air, the water, plants, trees. It's covering all angles.
Non-stop.
And there's a lot of people that don't uh, realize or don't know. Talk to people about it. And that was like a few hours ago, also at night. Mm. All day, all night. And so, yeah, some say, well, why the hell are you there? We're working on it. We're working on a few things, but this is everywhere, right? I'm sure, yeah, maybe the bigger cities probably get hit more. Anybody else jump in here? All right, just making sure. Yeah. So what else is that stuff doing? Some say it could be blocking stuff as well. Whole lot behind that stuff, I think. Some believe even that it could be messing with the reality here, like the realm somehow. I don't know. Hmm. I'm sure Magneticus has something to say about that. It's like, yeah, catch my live. What else we have going on today? Yeah, with those explosions earlier that I've been mentioning them, and it could be again just heavy duty fireworks and stuff. But this bit of information did come across my way. The talk and mention of skyquakes. And I wonder about that sometimes too. Has anyone ever experienced the skyquakes? We're known for earthquakes out here for sure. And really quick, mysterious skyquakes, also known as skyquakes or Seneca guns, have been reported in various locations around the world, including Los Angeles. Hmm. These phenomena are characterized by loud explosive sounds that seem to come from the sky, often causing vibrations and rattling windows. Despite numerous reports and investigations, the exact cause of skyquakes remains unknown. All right, and Magnetic is here. He says, look up solar shading. And we will do that. And so, yeah, that comes to mind with these explosions going on, Uh, yeah, I wonder if some of those could be these skyquakes. And speaking of quakes, we get them out here. We got one on the shop's security video. Bro and I were inside the shop. We got a shaker that day, and we're able to check out the videos later. And yeah, it was an interesting one. There's this little skeleton that we have hanging on a flag there, and he was kind of rattling to himself. And that time, I think it was a 4 point something. There's been several quakes since I've been out here back in LA, and I have felt them up north as well. And recently up north, Humboldt County got hit with that 7 pointer. It's massive. And so we've been mentioning Malibu, of course, lately, and the Palisades due to the fire that happened out there. And we've been mentioning the Eaton fire as well. And yeah, we just a day ago we got two earthquakes struck near Malibu. And we do get a lot of quakes out here, small ones that don't get they don't make the news or anything like that. You get, I think now you can even get an app that'll tell you with the little quakes going on and where they're at. This got reported. This made the news. I think it was a 3 point something. It wasn't too big. We were within a 7 hour period, and yeah, 3.5 and a 3.7. And yeah, of course, it could be due to, I guess there's a Santa Monica plate there. And I heard them mention that, yeah, it wouldn't affect I guess, the San Andreas, or would activate the so called big one that they've been scaring us with forever. That's a thing out here. It's always been a thing. The big one, when the big one comes, I'm sure it will. But yeah, that's sure a lot of people live with that fear as well here. I've kind of gotten over that, but I'd say it's a thing, definitely a thing out here, and yeah, we should be prepared for that as much as possible. And we've been mentioning Malibu with the because it's right near the Palisades, and we talked about the supposed base that people talk about. There's an supposed ET base off the coast of Malibu. And with the little shaker there, I was wondering, yeah, if these little quakes have anything to do with this. We've been talking a whole lot about the underground of Los Angeles as well. And I've been hearing a whole lot of people online too talking and sharing videos, and people actually getting access to some of the tunnels down there doing documentaries, and it's super interesting. And so, is there a base? And it says Malibu and right at the Point Doom area. So, like, not just right near Malibu, not far. There's the little graph. Wonder if that's a LiDAR they use there. And I believe that is what they're talking about. It looks like that round, almost like a weird round shaped thing, and looks like almost like some pillars under that as well. Not sure if you see that, but yeah, quite a trippy formation there. I didn't quite shout out the names of the articles, but this is from, let's see here. I think, is it Tall White Aliens? I don't know. And that's a little view of the, I don't know. What does it look like to you? You guys see anything under or see anything here? I see a few pillars which look interesting. Almost like a door there in the middle. And to the right of it, some interesting ridges there too. Could that lead into Los Angeles? It looks like possibly the coastline is behind that. Gotta go check that out. And we have gone to Malibu to do a little sky watching because we had heard, and I've always heard, about stuff on the coast out here. I mean, you name it, and there's probably some sort of UFO or ET type of activity. Everything from San Pedro, they had the Battle of LA there, all the way to what else? Of course, Catalina Island, which we're looking at earlier. Here's a little Malibu clip from when we went. We did share these already, but yeah, Malibu definitely a good place to go, and that's just right off.
Gone? Shit disappeared. Yep. Disappeared. You guys see that? We're just heading out too. Pretty good night here in Malibu. Got several other captures we'll be sharing. We're gonna head on out. I'm sure if we stayed here, it'd be A lot more action, but we'll be coming back to the spot. Is there really an alien base off of Malibu coast?
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm sure that area there really didn't have like homes and stuff. So I don't. I know a lot of Malibu got affected as well. So, uh, but yeah, no, you could go to Malibu for sure, and they'll. I'm sure you'll see something, and probably a lot of places off the coast here. I wouldn't doubt it. I know the Orange County group likes to go to. I think the MUFON group they go to like Laguna Beach. Several beaches out here for sure that are known for sky watching. Where's the chat? And give me 1 second. I'll be right back. When you gotta go, you gotta go. Ha! I'm back. All right, we're in Malibu, and and of course, just let's see, right off, not too far from Malibu, we were checking out Catalina. And here's a little view of some of the weather that has been. Whoops, didn't want to play it. We just want to read the title really quick. Strongest storm of the season triggers slides and flooding in LA County. And I've seen some pretty gnarly videos. Some of this stuff. It's pretty bad. Now they're getting a few shakers there on the coast as well. You know, Malibu is known for the mudslides, so it's kind of expected, but man, quite a bit going on around that area. What is going on? Of course, right next to Malibu and all that. Got Topanga Canyon. Again, Preston Dennett got books on it. And he touches on the Malibu base as well. So, and yeah, we pulled up his, looks like his Amazon book here. Books on Amazon. I don't know. Maybe that's something I'd pick it up, buy it used for almost $6. think it's worth checking out for sure. Any of y'all follow Preston? Interesting cat. Yeah, I've seen him lately. He's been doing several. He does his own live streams as well. So I check it out sometimes. Um, I don't always agree with everything, but yeah, I respect him. I know he's been doing that a long time, investigating UFOs, ET stuff, especially here in the Los Angeles area. And yeah, it'd be cool to talk to him. He's probably got some really good information on a lot of stuff that's happened out here or that may be happening at the moment. And he seems like a pretty cool guy. Like, you know, you could talk to him. Anyone could talk to him. Maybe one day we'll get the chance. There I go playing with the arrow again. Not sure if you guys see that, ladies and gents. Any anything exciting happening this week? Anyone got any plans? Anything you're looking forward to? Hey, Magneticus. Do you do mechanic work as well on like vehicles? If so, I might have some questions for you. And let's see. Doo 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 doo. Turn that down. And tonight on Midwest Night Watchers show, I heard that there was also because there was this is the Eaton fire. There was some of these weird objects people were recording, and there's several of these videos. And over at Midwest Night Watchers, they mentioned that there were some like black jellyfish type of objects seen. I don't know if at both of the fires, the Palisades and the Eaton fire, but I thought that was pretty trippy. And I forget Homeboy's name from Cryptid of the Corn. Cryptid of the Corns. Cryptids of the Corn. But he had some interesting information about fires and these sky creatures and why they might be showing up during big weather storms and fires and stuff like that. This was it this evening. Oh, this was last night. Got an evening flyover. or maybe around 7, a little before 7 or so. Starting to get pretty dark. Normally don't see them at those hours. Most of the time I see them at during the morning or, throughout the day, but not too often at night. And custodian files, I've been mentioning him a whole lot. I don't know if people go and have checked out his channel. And if not, sometimes, it's always good for, people to post a link if possible in the chat or whatever. But I did, let's see, what did we do? There we go. Did pull his channel up. And that's it right there. Custodian file at custodian file. 11.5K, 391 videos. Great channel. This is Dr. Sheep or Sheep, Robert Sheep, and he specializes on these fast mover objects. And the latest, I want to say this latest video posted from a day ago, you'll see he gets a lot of the military choppers going by, and he's in Marina del Rey, which is a little bit under Malibu, Palisades, and all that, right on the coast as well. And you'll hear him mention on his channel that there's these jetty rocks right on the water there, and he believes these objects could be coming out of there. And this latest video, you'll see it's up. It's like, if it's not this latest one, it's the one before that. But oh, yeah, I think it's this one day ago. This one, there's actually like 12 military choppers going by. Gotta check it out. And definitely, I agree. They were up to something. And his theories are that possibly these choppers are trying to maybe interact with these objects, but he does a great job of really focusing on these objects that we're capturing as well. Latchkey Hustle, quite a few of us out there. And he calls them dragons. So if you hear people mention dragon UFOs, it's these little guys, because he kind of coined that term, or he did coin that term. And then fast movers, we've been calling them also, because a lot of people don't know what the hell are dragon UFOs. And you can see in this channel is about UAPs and UFOs, aka dragons. And just want to put that out there, just so more. And I know some of you have been on top of it, but there's a lot of us that still don't know. So just putting the word out. Each one teach one, right? And so definitely check out the channel, share it out. He's featured some of my videos, Latchies, several other people. He encourages you to send in your videos as well, which is cool. If you don't want to post, if you're capturing stuff and you want to stay low key, you could always send your videos to him or myself. I'm always interested in checking out your videos, no matter what it may be, like, cryptid related, paranormal, UFOs, or all those things are all in one package for you and you consider it paranormal, then, we could look at it like that as well. No problem here. And so he's right on the coast with all this activity. He believes these things are coming out from the jetty rocks, which is probably the water under those rocks there. He believes they're reconning a lot of things. That's why you'll see them zipping by a lot of these objects. And we've shown examples before. I've done little breakdowns, and maybe for someone new watching, uh, maybe they could learn a little something. And we're still learning about all these things ourselves, don't know too much about them, but he's discovered some things like they trigger off the X and is it the X and K band when they zip by? And so could these things, I was even thinking, could these things uh, be causing disruption to certain aircraft and other things? I don't know. Something that's been coming to mind with all the airplane activity, helicopter activity, the crashes, the malfunctions. Got some beep. Someone's backing up. Beep, beep. And so, yeah, again, we've done breakdowns. Let's see here. Thank you, Doc. Hopefully, you get some new followers over there checking your stuff out. And that's an example there. These things move fast. This is a slowed down, zoomed in, and that's the tail of a plane. And you'll see this thing actually split there, like, or it could be a whole other one, but at times it looks like these things split. So if you follow here, let's get me out of here. So hopefully someone will check that out and be interested in these objects. And we'll be checking out the rest of the videos on this channel. You'll see a whole lot of those here. And a lot of times we'll play videos just in real time, also for those that have already developed the eye for these types of things. And we'll just let the video roll in real time to let you give you a chance to uh, make some discoveries in the videos and share those with us. All right, here we go. Look, come on, camera. New members, focus. There you are. There's Paradox Fossils. We got Melissa, Jeff Abilar, Conspiracy Music, Michael E. Burns. And then we did a roll call the other night. Those are the latest members there who got the membership. That's much appreciated. We'll be doing, I posted a couple of short videos, just some clips that I haven't we hadn't posted before. And we got some more content like that we'll be posting. Some of it's gonna be kind of, if it's really graphic, I'll definitely put a warning because I know a lot of you are not into that type of stuff. But it's just stuff that happens in real life out here, and sometimes we capture those things. So what else? So big thank you to them, of course. Much appreciated. Sound man. And yeah, we just also been trying to figure out this new camera here that was also gifted to us. Someone gifted me our boy Wolf over at from the asylum, which is the next to the shop. It's a workshop. Got this new EOS 2000D. Anyone got any tips or tricks with this thing? Let me know. Super stoked to have a Canon back again, and I want to use it to its full potential this time. I had one before. I think it the MD80 or something like that, and used it a few times, but didn't know what I was doing at all. And so, yeah, I could use some help. And I know you could look up everything these days. So we'll be, I already looked up a few things. We'll be doing that. But it's always fun to get tips and tricks from our fellow friends here. And yeah, let's see what else we got going on. Next. That was a fast mover going by there. And here is a mapa. Do you like mapas? I like mapas. Yes, maps. Let's see, the little zoom there, and you should be able to see me zooming and all that right here. And with the arrow, our pointers, our pointy stick here. You can see Point Doom up here. And that's where the base is supposedly at, off the coast there. Point Doom. And what's super cool is like you have the Santa Monica Mountains National Recreation Area there. There's a recent mountain lion attack there. I think it was last year. Malibu off to the right of it too, so you get an idea. A little bit of a distance from Malibu to Point Doom, but same, as the UFO flies, not far at all. And next to that, you got the Palisade. Let's see if we could zoom in there. Tuna Canyon Park. Trying to see. There's the Palisades off to the right more. Pacific Palisades. And that 27, I think that's going to be your Topanga Canyon. So right between Malibu and Palisades is the Topanga Canyon, where Preston Dennett wrote that book about. Come further down, you have Santa Monica. We could actually check that out on the webcam here. Further down, Venice Beach, and then there's Marina del Rey, where Custodian Files, where the dock's at. Here's Marina del Rey. Further down, Dockweiler, LAX here. Again, all these areas, a lot of UFO activity. We talked about the airport that was having a bunch of planes go down here too as of late, which is, let's see if we could pull that up. Is it Hawthorne? One of these cities out here. It'll come to me, but anyway. And I just think that's a red flag, that particular airport. We did a thing on it the other night. And yeah, I don't see it there. But yeah, a whole lot of UFO stuff right off the coast here. Oh, it's a pretty good map here. I like this one. Usually I don't have much control over them. Gotta remember to use our plus and minus zoom there. And there's Catalina right off the coast of that. Oh, there we go. Torrance. Torrance Airport. Where you at? Where's that airport? Just a whole lot of planes always going down at this particular airport. Which I can't find somewhere here. There's the Del Amo Fashion Center. Del Amo. Yeah, so something going on in Torrance. And anyway, what is going on under all this? I ask myself. Again, don't watch. Do not watch this stream. And who else do we know is doing stuff underground here in LA? This is from a while back too. Oh yeah. Your boy Elon. And I hear he's doing it under Vegas too now. Anyone been look right there? Elon Musk, Boring Company, Las Vegas tunnel is a chillin'. Da 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 da. And I'm sure there's already all types. There's been talks, even like I remember hearing about dulce, the dums, different dums out there. Dulce being one of the more popular ones out in what is it, Nuevo Mexico, and yeah, the strange stuff going on there. And talks of some sort of hyper rail, like magnetic train rail that takes you from one side of the country to another really quick, or different parts of the country. Is that already here? And there seems to be new ones coming in now. Pretty trippy. Whole lot of stuff going underground. And, when you hear about things going on underground, it seems kind of far fetched, but no, there's quite a bit in ancient stuff and modern stuff. And this guy's got all types of strange projects going on. Watch out. Another thing we've also touched on, this is from reptoids.com.
Reptoids.
Again, the catacombs under the city. Also depicts the map there at the bottom right that we looked at the other night as well. Supposedly goes all under like downtown and like east parts of Los Angeles. And if you get the time to check out, look, so we were questioning, was it actually reptilians, or was it a ancient civilization that revered the reptile or the dragon? There's different stories. It's probably all mixture. I wouldn't doubt if there's actual reptilians under there too. It wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, it makes you wonder. So yeah, check this out. And with everything happening, it's super interesting. This part here, also this paragraph over here about the fire destroys all, and which comes back around to what's been happening lately. And there's a few. Let's see what else is on here. Yes, you can see the different paragraphs here. City laid out like a lizard. Tablets photographed. Hills enclosed city. Again, this is on reptoids.com. Ancient lizard people underground in LA? Question mark. Trippy one for sure. And here we are. Let's see. Fandom. And this goes in on Catalina Island alien encounter. And I think this one was two young boys, I believe. and it goes in on their experience with possible ETs and over on Catalina, where looks like some mantises are mentioned here. So if you're into the whole Catalina trip and what's going on over there, we've also been mentioning that a whole lot and also been checking out Catalina on the webcam here pretty much the last few nights. Check out this article here. And again, this is stuff floating my way, information, little things just having to do with everything kind of going on here. And I find it interesting. Hopefully you do too. Where we at? Here we are. Hopefully that showed. And this is another weird incident. Los Angeles, Battle of LA. And that also happened on the coast over in San Pedro. And I think that would be under a little further south of where Dr. Shipe is from Marina Del Rey. And did they really encounter a UFO? Did they really have a battle? Is that possible? And this is a throwback. Definitely, it's been a while since this happened. But it makes you wonder with everything else we've been kind of touching on tonight. Makes me wonder for sure. Speaking of underground, we've been also around that area. You have that Getty Museum, and here's some more stuff on it. You know, it touches on some of the rumors and reports coming out of there. And it says that there's been some debunking going on as well with some of the claims and all that. And we know the fire got really close to this museum here. And yeah, they do have, it talks about some sort of underground vaults that they have. And people have mentioned other stuff. They get really dark there. I think this one, yeah. See, they mention it there, CT. It says that all that was debunked. Who really knows? I don't know. And that's where a lot of this stuff will kind of lead you to, like HT and CT type stuff on different levels, even as far as like ETs being involved with that type of stuff or demons and other strange stuff at certain levels of that. It's pretty scary. A lot of that type of information is being exposed these days, and we're hearing more and more about it. And that's another thing that, you know, just really gets the brain ticking. What's this about here? Yeah, something had me going to Laurel Canyon because the Topanga Canyon, and we all know, well, a lot of us know about the whole music and how the hippie movement was possibly started there, and the musicians that were around there at that time, and just all the type of possibly they say MK Ultra type stuff, and it gets weird. And I guess there's some stuff out on Netflix now, documentary, but just a little something I was kind of diving into. I'd have to check it out more. I was trying to check to see if there's any other UFO or ET related type stuff from here in the Laurel Canyon. Anyone heard of anything or know? Live in the area or have heard of anything from Laurel Canyon? Let me know. I'd be interested. I don't know. Was kind of shooting that way a bit. That's what that's about. And again, the underground. Let's see. Yeah, this bottom. Let's see this number 2 video down here with the red arrow. You can see a big old, looks like a Capitol building. Probably is a Capitol building. And there's a lot more under that building. And it's a topic that comes up with this whole old world Tartaria topic, things underground, buildings and catacombs that go down further and lead to other buildings, other places. Again, the old train systems that were down there or that are down there still. There's talks about it here in LA. And yeah, you could find stuff on it still. There's recent documentaries showing those old train systems and stuff. And I think, yeah, it could be that those things have been around a lot longer than we thought, or that they tell us. One of my favorite channels there, Lunch Break on the topic. And he's been really breaking down the fire narrative in the subject, as well as a bunch of other things. So it's super cool to dive into all that, and when you start finding those themes yourself, it's like, well, yeah, there's something going on here for sure. And there's this article from Discover. What is the lost empire of Tartaria? The lost empire of Tartaria may have more roots in the modern world than we realize, or is it all conspiracy? And there you have the old world buildings there, your scaffolding, which is interesting because a lot of the pictures you'll see will have scaffolding, and they'll claim that that's them building these things. But then there's theories of maybe they're deconstructing or removing things from these buildings and stuff like that. And of course, you got looks like a fire going on here. So I thought it was a good picture to add onto this article here. And again, the fire themes coming up, different topics here, different situations. And good night to anyone stepping out. No, I'm not jumping in the chat right now. Whoa. We're just kind of flowing here. UFOs in Los Angeles underground. And yeah, you can find stuff on that. Definitely. There are several claims and reports about UFOs and underground structures in Los Angeles. Is there? Is there any, let's see, besides Dulce, what are some other places that are known for Denver Airport? Any other major cities that we know of that got possible underground ET bases or DUMs of some sort with ET activity or UFO activity? Here's an old throwback Catalina UFO clip. It's pretty cool with the audio. Also, this guy posted it at Alexander. Thank you, Alexander. And it's just an 11-second clip, so I think we will be all right playing it. There's no audio to it anyway, but the audio is super cool if you can find the original. It for some reason I like footage like this, even though it's terrible. Looks like the object actually looks like artifacts. But with the audio, it goes super cool with it. But there it goes over Catalina. Is that really a UFO? Another thing, the homie Butcher brought to mind were when looking at some of these objects, these strange objects. Whoops, just slapped the mic there. He was telling me about the sylphs, elemental, and yeah. So I did a little bit of reading on it. Super interesting. Definitely something to consider. And with that, also they talk about uh, the other elementals. So the sylphs are air elemental, and here it also mentions the gnomes being earth elemental, and then the salamanders being a fire elemental, which I know what salamanders are amphibians, right? But for some reason, the lizards, reptiles came to mind also, but these guys are amphibian, if I'm not mistaken. And so I don't know, maybe there's something there. And the undines being of water. And there's another channel that touches on the old world topic, super cool, called Conspiracies Are Us. And they got a latest video also out called The Lizard King of NYC. And they touch on these, I guess you could call them gargoyles also on these buildings, but they're lizards on this particular one. He goes in on it and it gets into like the cherubs. A really good video. And yeah, the other day they on Jessica's channel they were touching on the gargoyles, and yeah, we went in on that quite a bit. Super fascinating topic. We'll be going in on that more. But yeah, this also I want to say, did they touch on fire on this one? I forget, but I do recommend watching this if you're into this type of stuff. conspiracies are us. And the whole cherub thing, the way he breaks it down was super trippy. And some stuff to check out there for anyone who loves diving into different topics. And yeah, I think that's a wrap for the stuff that I had to share here. We survived. We made it. And so yeah, that's how I was the whole way. Water, skies, and it's a little difficult on the boat while it's rocking there to keep the camera steady, but on one again. We'll be returning again to Malibu and Catalina. They're on the list. And yeah, Catalina definitely need to spend some more time there. It'd be cool to spend like at least a week, but that's a wishful thinking there. But hey, you never know. Never know what might happen. Tonight we got a little bonus wildlife. Someone snuck up on me out there, and so we popped the thermal out. That's with the Taipan there. I noticed with the Taipan, it's doesn't have a feather trigger finger. You really got to press down the record to get it going. So just a heads up for anyone using those, it could really mess up a moment when you get something going. Here we go through the different. The hot red hot, white hot, different palette of the colors there. Little skunker. Luckily, I didn't get skunked. I didn't notice him, and then he was pretty close. And I don't mind them. It's all good as long as they don't spray me. uh, anyway, yeah, late one tonight, and hopefully this gets the old ticker thinking about what may be going on out here in Los Angeles, up in the skies, underground, surface level. Surface level, let me tell you, it's been a whole lot of crime tonight. I won't touch on it because I know it bums a lot of people out, but hey, I'd like to touch base with what's going on in the streets. I think we should be aware of those things, and yeah, quite a lot of madness happening. So y'all stay safe. Keep that head, keep that mindset, and yeah, keep those good vibes going. Y'all stay safe out there. Have a great week, a blessed week. Thank you for hanging out. And we'll continue to touch on these little things as uh other stuff continues to happen. Sure, it's just been a wild start to the new year. and I still feel optimistic and good about it. So yeah, I think we're gonna have rest a rest of the new year that'll be very interesting. So keep the eyes peeled, y'all, and catch you on the rebound. See here, gonna exit out.